Luxury sedans aren't just getting smarter, they're getting sharper, faster, and more unapologetically bold. The old rules are fading, and in their place, a new wave of high-end machines is rewriting the definition of premium. From electrified muscle to Scandinavian minimalism, from silent speed to six-cylinder defiance, this lineup doesn't play it safe. It's where innovation meets indulgence, and performance doesn't whisper, it delivers. Here are the 9 most captivating luxury sedans heading into 2025 and beyond, starting with a car that's part SUV, part executive cruiser, and all attitude. Number 9, Toyota Crown. The 2025 Toyota Crown doesn't whisper for attention. It owns the room with quiet confidence and a raised stance that refuses to blend in. Priced between $42,635 and $56,185, it skips the traditional sedan mold in favor of something taller, something more assertive. Part luxury cruiser, part SUV imposter. That elevated ride height isn't just for show. It gives drivers a better view of the road while maintaining the ease and elegance of a sedan. Step inside, and the surprises continue. The interior echoes Lexus refinement, with soft-touch materials, clean lines, and an upscale feel that lands far beyond the price tag. A heated steering wheel and ventilated front seats are now standard across all trims, giving the daily drive an unexpected touch of comfort. Under the hood, the Crown offers 2 distinct personalities. The XLE, Limited, and Nightshade trims share a 236 horsepower hybrid setup that gets an impressive 42 mpg on the highway. But for those craving more punch, the Platinum trim delivers. It pairs a turbocharged 2.4-liter engine with 2 electric motors for a combined 340 horsepower. This setup launches the Crown from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.1 seconds, a performance stat more commonly found in cars wearing $100,000 badges. The Nightshade trim leans into its name with matte black wheels and shadowy trim wrapped in storm cloud or black, giving it a street-smart edge. Inside, tech takes the spotlight. A 12.3-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a wireless charging pad all come standard. Safety isn't sidelined either, with adaptive cruise control, lane-keeping assist, and automated emergency braking included in every model. Toyota backs its hybrid tech with a 10-year or 150,000-mile warranty, plus 2 years of free maintenance. The Crown may not flash a European crest, but it brings luxury, efficiency, and speed together in a shape that dares to be different. Number 8, Volvo S90. The 2025 Volvo S90 wears elegance with quiet confidence, offering luxury that feels deliberate rather than flashy. It enters the market with pricing that starts at $59,495 and climbs to $72,395, placing it comfortably below the typical full-size luxury crowd, while still delivering on style, substance, and surprise. Power comes in 2 flavors. The B6 variant features a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine paired with a 48-volt hybrid system, pushing out 295 horsepower. It hits 60 miles per hour in 6.4 seconds, but the engine note leans more industrial than refined. The standout, though, is the T8 plug-in hybrid, starting at $66,845. With 66 mpge and a quicker 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint at 4.5 seconds, the T8 blends speed, silence, and electric range in a way the B6 can't match. Step inside, and the S90 feels like a Scandinavian lounge. Open-pore wood trims, real leather seats, and clean lines wrap around a cabin that radiates cool, composed luxury. The front seats offer 14-way power adjustability, delivering comfort in every direction. Yet, tucked among all this refinement is one oddity: a manually adjustable steering column, a head-scratcher in a segment known for powered everything. The infotainment setup includes a 9-inch vertical touchscreen powered by Android software, complete with Apple CarPlay and over-the-air updates. While it looks modern, even basic functions like heated seats live behind menus, making it less intuitive during daily drives. Road manners stay composed on smooth pavement, but harsher surfaces expose its firmer ride. Safety, as expected from Volvo, is baked in. Every S90 includes adaptive cruise control, automated emergency braking, and lane-keeping assist. Add in a 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty and 3 years of complimentary maintenance, and the package starts to look like a smart play in luxury. But time may ticking. Due to rising tariffs and shifting priorities, 2025 could mark the final chapter for this understated standout. If so, the S90 bows out, offering calm in a world of chaos. One last word in favor of tasteful restraint. Number 7, Audi A8. The 2025 Audi A8 slips into the luxury sedan world like a tailored suit, crisp, confident, and quietly powerful. Starting at $93,295, it undercuts the Mercedes-Benz S-Class by over $25,000 and it even edges out the BMW 7 Series on price, all while refusing to cut corners where it counts. At the heart of the A8 is a 335 horsepower turbocharged V6, paired with a 48-volt hybrid system. It's the kind of setup that doesn't shout but delivers, moving the car to 60 miles per hour in 5.3 seconds with seamless grace. Power flows through all four wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission, and the standard adaptive air suspension smooths out rough patches like silk over gravel. Inside, the A8 speaks in hushed tones, literally. The cabin is whisper quiet, trimmed in soft Valcona leather with available heated rear armrests and massaging seats that pamper like a spa. In the executive 4-seat configuration, rear passengers get their own entertainment tablets, powered seat adjustments, and even a foot massage. There's one catch. Trunk space drops to just 13 cubic feet, which might make weekend luggage arrangements a tight squeeze. Technology gets its moment too. Dual haptic screens provide sharp visuals and fast responses, although they collect fingerprints faster than the valet takes your keys. Standard features include Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, Amazon Alexa, and a 12.3-inch digital display that keeps everything crisp and focused. Fuel economy settles at a respectable 22 mpg combined, and safety doesn't lag behind. Automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, and optional adaptive cruise control with lane centering round out the confidence package. There's no flashy V8 this time, and no bold exterior angles screaming for attention. The A8 knows its audience, those who don't need to be loud to be heard. It's luxury that nods instead of winks, delivers instead of brags, and for the discerning, that's exactly the point. Number 6. Lexus ES. The 2025 Lexus ES isn't trying to be a thrill ride, and that's exactly where it shines. This luxury mid-size sedan delivers serenity on wheels, with a cabin so quiet it could double as a library. Wrapped in premium materials and layered with comfort, it's built for those who care more about refinement than racetrack records. Prices start at $43,315 and stretch to $53,605, depending on the trim. But the sweet spot, that's the ES350 Ultra Luxury trim at $52,205. It offers plush leather seats, wood and leather steering, a hands-free trunk, a rear sunshade, and a bigger 12.3-inch infotainment screen packed with navigation, voice controls, and more. There are 3 powertrain choices: a 203 horsepower 4-cylinder with all-wheel drive, a silky 302 horsepower V6 for front-wheel drive, and a fuel-sipping hybrid with 215 horsepower. But don't expect fireworks from any of them. The fastest, the V6, hits 60 miles per hour in 6.1 seconds. The hybrid, more like 8.3 seconds. Still, the real payoff is in fuel economy. The ES300h Hybrid hits a thrifty 44 mpg on the highway, making it a standout in a segment packed with gas guzzlers. Inside, the ES is more than just comfy. It's crafted. The trunk offers 17 cubic feet of space, beating out the Volvo S90 and Acura TLX. The drawback? The back seats don't fold down, so bulky cargo won't fit. Tech-wise, Lexus doesn't skimp. Every model includes Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Amazon Alexa, a 10-speaker system, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. Safety features are fully loaded too. Adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and more all come standard. And while Lexus throws in a 4-year, 50,000-mile warranty with 1 year of complimentary maintenance, the hybrid system gets extended coverage, 8 years or 100,000 miles. For those chasing a smooth, reliable, fuel-efficient drive with a quiet luxury cocoon, the ES nails its mission, and then some. Number 5. BMW 7 Series. The 2025 BMW 7 Series pulls off something few cars can, looking like a stately throwback, while stuffing itself full of the kind of tech you'd expect from a spaceship. Starting at $98,475 and climbing to $123,575 for the top-tier trim, it's a luxury sedan designed for those who expect their ride to do more than just drive. And yes, it can drive itself on the highway if you let it, with BMW's latest hands-free highway assistant now responding to a glance in the side mirror to approve lane changes. That's right, just look, and it goes. The interior feels like a rolling luxury suite. Plush leather or optional cashmere wraps the seats, and the executive and luxury rear seating packages make the back row a first-class lounge, complete with massaging recliners, neck cushions, and a theater screen that unfolds from the ceiling in 8K resolution. It's not a car, it's a mobile VIP suite. The optional 36-speaker Bowers & Wilkins sound system? That's not a sound system. It's a live concert. Under the hood, options range from a silky 375 horsepower inline-six to a plug-in hybrid at 483 horsepower and a thunderous 536 horsepower twin-turbo V8 that hits 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds. The air suspension, rear-wheel steering, and adaptive dampers make this 5,317-pound machine feel lighter on its feet than it has any right to. Fuel economy doesn't disappoint either. Despite the power, the 760i xDrive returned 30 mpg on a real-world highway test. There's also tech for days. A 14.9-inch infotainment touchscreen, over-the-air updates, and even door panel touchscreens for rear passengers. It's got facial recognition-based driving assistance and smartphone-operated auto parking. Every inch of the car screams precision and privilege. It's not just competing with the Mercedes-Benz S-Class or Audi A8, it's challenging comfort, power, and presence in one seamless package. Number 4. Mercedes Maybach. The 2025 Mercedes Maybach S-Class isn't here to scream luxury. It whispers it with the quiet confidence of old money and unmatched craftsmanship. At a starting price of $204,650, it doesn't need gold-plated trim or paparazzi-proof glass to prove its worth. What it delivers instead is a level of comfort and refinement that borders on surreal. The rear cabin feels like a private suite at a 5-star hotel, with massage-capable seats, a 64-color ambient lighting system, and even a signature air fragrance gently pumped into the climate-controlled air. And yes, champagne flutes are an optional extra for $3,200. The S680 model takes things to another level, powered by a 621 horsepower V12 engine that rockets this 5,300-pound luxury cruiser from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds. That kind of performance in something this large shouldn't be legal. An air suspension smooths out road imperfections so effectively that a glass of Dom Perignon wouldn't even ripple at 70 miles per hour. Meanwhile, inside the cabin, the sound level barely rises above 64 decibels, quieter than most libraries. For those seeking rare exclusivity, there's the Nordic Glow Edition. Only 50 units will be made, each featuring custom two-tone paint and almost every luxury feature Mercedes offers, at a premium of $100,000 over the standard S680. The infotainment setup includes a dazzling 12.8-inch OLED touchscreen, an augmented reality navigation system, and a 30-speaker Burmester stereo that costs more than some used cars. Rear seat passengers get twin 11.6-inch screens, folding tables, a mini fridge, and, if you spring for the right package, electrically operated doors. While competitors like the Rolls-Royce Ghost start at $357,750, the Maybach S-Class holds its own with poise, precision, and surprising value. Even the warranty reflects that confidence, offering 4 years or 50,000 miles of coverage. This isn't just a car, it's a rolling sanctuary for those who live above the noise. Number 3. Acura RSX EVs. The 2025 Acura ZDX rolls into the electric SUV market with a confident stride and a clear mission. Luxury, comfort, and just enough power to keep things interesting. Starting at $66,000 and topping out around $75,000, it offers buyers a taste of upscale design with a dash of performance, though not without a few surprises along the way. Built on GM's Ultium platform, the ZDX shares its foundation with the Cadillac Lyriq and Chevy Blazer EV. Beneath the sleek Acura styling are some unmistakable GM parts, like window switches and climate controls, which might raise an eyebrow in a luxury cabin. But the payoff? A whisper-quiet ride, solid build quality, and seating that's genuinely road trip ready. Buyers can choose between the A-Spec and the performance-oriented Type S. The base A-Spec, with a 358 horsepower rear-wheel drive setup, delivers a smooth and composed ride. Opting for the dual-motor all-wheel drive version boosts power to 490 horsepower, nearly matching the Type S's 499 horsepower, but without the extra weight or inflated price tag. The Type S adds 22-inch wheels, adaptive air suspension, and summer tires as an option. Yet its sharp looks don't fully translate to agile handling. It hits 60 miles per hour in 4.3 seconds. Quick, no doubt, but lacks the driving thrill its badge hints at. Range isn't headline-grabbing, but practical. The single-motor version offers up to 313 miles per charge, while the Type S settles at 278 miles. In real-world tests, the Type S delivered 260 miles on the highway and could add 81 miles in just 10 minutes using a 190-kilowatt fast charger. Inside, every ZDX comes with heated and ventilated leather seats, dual-zone climate control, and a panoramic sunroof. An 11.3-inch touchscreen powered by Google's Android Automotive pairs with a premium 14-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. Safety tech is robust, with hands-free driving available through Acura Watch 360 Plus. Number 2. Alfa Romeo Giulia. Alfa Romeo isn't quite ready to silence the roar of its Quadrifoglio lineup. In a bold move that bucks the industry's full-speed sprint toward electrification, the brand's head of marketing and communication, Cristiano Fiorio, made it clear. The signature sound of the Quadrifoglio still matters. I do not see a Quadrifoglio EV, he stated plainly. His words didn't just echo sentiment, they hinted at the revival of a legend. At the heart of this decision is Alfa's beloved 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6, a power plant that's been thrilling drivers in the Giulia and Stelvio Quadrifoglio since 2017 and 2018. While most automakers are scrambling to meet emission targets with smaller engines or full electrics, Alfa is considering updating that V6 to meet Euro 7 emission standards, rather than replacing it outright. Fiorio didn't shy away from the challenge, even suggesting that the Stellantis STLA Large platform, which will support the next-gen Giulia and Stelvio, was designed with adaptability in mind. Hybrid, electric, or traditional combustion, it's all on the table. This pivot marks a striking change in direction. Just months ago, Alfa was aiming for an EV-only lineup by 2027. Now, it's a multi-energy approach, and the V6 is back in the conversation. Fiorio made it clear that squeezing out emotional performance from 2, 3, or even 4 cylinders doesn't fit the brand's DNA, not when the cars are this large and power-hungry. It's easier with 6 cylinders, he noted. While an official confirmation hasn't landed yet, production for the new Stelvio is set to begin in 2026 for North America. The Giulia sedan will follow. If the current momentum holds, both may roar louder than expected. For enthusiasts who feared the electric silence creeping into every badge and badge back, Alfa Romeo's stance is more than reassuring. It's a promise that passion, performance, and yes, the soundtrack still matter. Number 1. Maserati MC20 SAS. The 2025 Maserati MC20 is the kind of machine that stops conversations mid-sentence. With a starting price of $243,000 and climbing up to $313,995, it doesn't just show up, it announces itself with carbon fiber and a scream from its 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6. That engine, built entirely in-house and inspired by Formula One tech, sends 621 horsepower through an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. For those chasing the red line, the GT2 Stradale version bumps the output to 631 horses and slices 132 pounds off its already trim figure. On the track, this car wastes no time. 0 to 60 mph disappears in 3.2 seconds, and it blasts through the quarter mile in just 11 seconds at 131 mph. But performance isn't where the surprises end. The MC20's adaptive suspension tames rough pavement, making it unexpectedly tolerable during daily use. Its butterfly doors open to a cabin that's clean, focused, and dripping in leather and carbon fiber. There's barely 5 cubic feet of cargo space across both trunks, but no one's tossing groceries into this thing. Step into the GT2 Stradale, and the vibe changes again. Lighter, louder, and laser-focused, it's wrapped in suede-like materials and sculpted with aerodynamic precision. It looks like it escaped a racing circuit, and that's because it did. Still, Maserati isn't done. The electric MC20 Folgore is on its way, ready to trade decibels for electrons without sacrificing thrill. Fuel economy sits at 15 mpg in the city and 25 on the highway. The tech setup is sharp. Android-based infotainment split across 2 10.3-inch screens, supported by either a 6 or 12-speaker system. Safety tech? Minimal. Blind spot monitoring is about as far as it goes. This car doesn't beg to be safe. It begs to be driven. With every curve, every shift, every second that engine breathes, the MC20 reminds you exactly why Maserati still matters.